Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. It's Pia. I haven't uploaded in a very long time because life was stressful and I'm not, a YouTuber. Can I even call myself a YouTuber? I enjoy making videos. Content creator, maybe that sounds better, I have no idea, but that's totally off topic. So my excuse for being so long away is that I've been busy, extremely busy with work, and I got married. Here's my wedding ring, if you can see it. It was a wonderful day and I'm so happy right now that I married the man I really love, and it was just a wonderful day. It was amazing. I can show you some pics if you want. Well, the topic I wanted to talk with you today is about something that hits kind of close to home and is currently a very, very extreme scandal in Hollywood. I mean, you already guessed it, Harvey Weinstein. The entire exploitation of women, and I want to say this here, it's not only women that get taken advantage of in Hollywood, it's also men and also children, which is the most disgusting and disturbing thing ever you could imagine, ever. And I wanted to share some personal experiences I had with the so-called casting couch or the entire audition process, because I've been, I'm not a famous actress or anything, nothing compared to Hollywood. I mean, I've been in some small German television roles. I got some of them, and I got into acting when I was about 19 or 20 years old. Before that, I went to school and went to theater, had there many classes, and I'm not a trained actress in the sense that I went to an acting school. I took some classes obviously, but nothing too special. And the movie industry in Germany is very different from Hollywood. Of course, it's so much smaller, and you most often get the roles when you have good connections and everything. But when I was reading the entire Harvey Weinstein scandal, when I was reading up on it, and I kind of, went into myself and thought about, had I experienced something like that? And guess what? Yeah, I did. Maybe not to this extent that some women had to endure during those hotel room auditions and got clearly raped or assaulted by this pervert. But I had a similar encounter, and I want to tell you this story. It's nothing compared to Hollywood. I don't want to compare myself to Hollywood at all. I'm a small actress. At the moment, I'm not even a working actress. I just did it mostly for fun and because I really enjoy acting. Acting gives me joy most of the time, and being in different characters, developing characters, and it's something I've always wanted, and I just tried to fulfill my dream, which was acting. I never really took off my acting career, but yeah, as I said, I was in some TV roles here in Germany. Yeah, but I want to discuss some encounters I had. Sorry for my messed up English again, I say it in every video. Yeah, the first one was that I was on this site, and I had kind of an agent and somebody who wanted to make a poetry music video. It's a pretty well-known comedian here in Germany. Nobody totally famous, but he isn't really a celebrity, but he's well known in Munich, and he has made some movies with some pretty famous actors here in Germany. And I thought, wow, this is awesome. I want to go to the casting. I want to go audition for the role. And I had really long white blonde hair, kind of the Daenerys Targaryen look in Game of Thrones. I was also a little bit heavier and not as skinny as I am right now, so I looked pretty good. And he wanted an elfish looking person to play this part, and yeah, he invited me to do a casting. And I was very naive at that time, I have to admit it. I was very, very naive, and I thought, well, everybody in the business is just, they want to express themselves, they're artists, they're well-mannered people. I had previously done a couple of independent movies and got paid for it, but not much, and I did also lots of modeling work, so I was pretty excited about it. And he invited me to this casting, not in a public place like a cafe or a restaurant. No, he wanted to meet up with me in his apartment in the middle of Munich. And yeah, I went there and found the address, and yeah, knocked on the door, and this guy opened. I knew beforehand how he looked. He was over 50, kind of Harvey Weinstein type. I mean, he was pretty much overweight, and he was just standing there with his jacket open, with his blouse open, and immediately red flags just popped up in my head, but I went with it anyway because it was extremely well paid, and at the time I just needed the money. That was it. I mean, it was a short poetry music video which lasted, I think the end result was about 2 minutes, so nothing that special. And I went in, and I remember that his house, his apartment, it was very creepy. I felt really uncomfortable because I was all alone with this heavy guy, this older guy, this very old guy, this unattractive guy there. And I thought maybe, I'm naive, but I always want to assume the best in people. I always hope people are as good as they come. People are good people. I just have no prejudgments against people. So I went there and told myself maybe he's a good guy, maybe it's just me that feels uncomfortable because I'm nervous, because this is an audition. And yeah, he went with me in his, I think it was his office, and he sat next to me, and I assumed it would go like he would ask me some questions about myself, maybe do an audition on video where I have to, like the typical stuff where I have to introduce myself and maybe play a role or improvise a little bit, but nothing at all. He only asked me questions about my looks. He complimented my looks a lot, and he said that the role required a see-through dress with absolutely no underwear underneath it. I said fine, okay, and I was really creeped out. I wanted to leave, but at the same time I was all alone in this apartment with him, and I was kind of scared to leave, to be honest, just to walk out, because I really wanted the role. And this guy was pretty well known. He was a comedian as well. I think he also has written some books. No idea. I was just sitting there, and out of the blue he asked me if I've ever did naked pictures, like model wise, and I said only like lingerie and stuff like that. And it was a really weird question, because it had absolutely nothing to do with the shoot he wanted me for. And then the next question was, have you ever had an on-screen kiss? Because your role requires a kiss. And I said, yeah, that's no problem. I had several on-screen kisses, but they were all in a very professional environment, and it was all good. If you know the actors, and most of the actors I've encountered were really nice and professional in their work, so I just said yeah. And then he said, show me. Kiss me passionately and with tongue. And I was taken aback, and I was like, I don't really know. And he was kind of taunting me and saying, are you shy? Are you not the right person for the role because it requires kissing? So show me how you would kiss me passionately, aggressively. And at this moment I was sweating. I remember my palms were really sweaty, my heart was racing, and I just wanted to leave. I literally just wanted to get out of there, but I was stupid, I was naive, and I wanted the role because it was paid well. I got almost $300 for 2 hours of shooting, and so I did it. And I went in for a gentle kiss, like a typical on-screen kiss. Like, you know, there are different techniques. Nothing too passionate, but then he got more passionate. He started to grab on my boob, and he also stuck his tongue into mine, and I was, if I think about it right now, I was sickened. And when he was finished, and meanwhile he also touched me, and he wanted me to open my blouse as well, my shirt, to see my bra. And I had no clue what it had to do with the role. I mean, it was a see-through dress, but he didn't even have the dress. He said he wanted to check my figure if I was right for the role, which was completely BS, because he had seen me in clothing before, and he had seen plenty of pictures of me. So this was kind of not really justified in my opinion, and it got even worse. When he was done kissing me and filling me up, I had to strip to my underwear. He said, well, kiss me again. This time I want to really feel the passion, the sexual aggression. I wished I could have walked out, but I was in my underwear and I felt so vulnerable. I felt stupid. I felt just stupid. So I did it. I just closed my eyes and remembered my boyfriend at the time, and just went through with this disgusting act. And like I said, he was touching me everywhere while I was kissing him, or it was more like he was kissing me very aggressively. And when he was finished, he had this huge grin on his face and said, well, now I know that you are really a naughty girl and you are willing to do what I am gonna tell you. You want it, right? You want the role. Now you have proven me that you want this role. So you have it. Pleasure to work with you. And I got dressed immediately, as fast as I could. I tried to be polite, but I mean, I could have said no, but it was already too late. I had no idea when I was walking into this apartment what this kind of person would be like. And he also wanted to take some pictures of me afterwards. And he said, oh, you have such a nice figure, and I've heard you did some modeling before. Just take off your pants and, you know, just with the shirt on. And I felt so intimidated by him that I just did it. And afterwards I just grabbed my clothes, put them on, said goodbye, see you at the shoot, and ran out of this apartment and went straight back home. So 2 weeks later there was this shooting, and it was in a forest, in the woods, and there was only one cameraman present, and it seemed really unprofessional in my opinion for somebody who has worked in the industry, in the German movie industry for such a long time. And I know this dress was see-through, but it had some lace on it, and so I tried to hide my privates, and I was wearing a C-string underneath, which you couldn't really make it out if I was wearing something beneath it or not. But this guy actually called me out and said, "You're wearing underwear, don't you? Get rid of it now." and I had my period at the time, so it was really embarrassing for me. I was younger, I was naive. I think nowadays I would definitely have said, enough is enough, just let it be, let me be, just screw you, you're $300, I'm out of here. And yeah, so I got rid of my underwear. And basically what I had to do was like, I had to walk through the picture for like 3 times and had to stand on a tree, near a tree, and pretend to be all gorgeous. And you know, I had this red ball in my hands that I had to throw through the picture, very artsy. And he told me beforehand, because he wanted to try all this kissing stuff, he wanted to try this out, and he said specifically to me, it isn't a script, you need to do an on-screen kiss. So I was asking him, where is the kissing part? I thought I have to kiss you. And he just dismissed it, like, what are you talking about? I never said there was a kiss involved. No, this is not it's not involved here. It's not in the screenplay. There's nothing like that. I don't know where you got this idea from. Maybe you are misinformed. And at this point I was so mad. I was so freaking mad. I felt betrayed. I felt taken advantage of. I felt disgusted with myself, and I felt so angry towards myself, ashamed, because I was so naive, so incredible naive, that I felt for this disgusting idiot. And the shoot was over in 2 hours. I got paid cash and I went home. This was only one incident. I had a couple of others that were not as extreme, but I had some people, you know, it's like all about connection in the movie industry. At least it is here. Yeah. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. I don't see myself as a victim. I was just naive and stupid, but I've lost all my naivety, hopefully. I just felt like I should share this story just because I wanted to get it out of my body, because I have kept quiet for a long time. I was too embarrassed to tell my parents or to tell my husband, and he didn't even know the truth, every little detail about it. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Even though the topic was really disturbing and sad, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want, please subscribe. You don't have to if you like me. I will try to upload more frequently. I have tons of footage of vlogs. I went to Prague in the summer. I went hiking in the German Alps, and I have plenty of material, but I haven't uploaded it yet. I was just too busy marrying. I hope you understand, guys. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye.